Ladies and gents, girls and boys, how you doing? Danny Stewart here for BassPoundDirect.com on this very, very hot, steamy day in Tokyo with a Bass Hunter service sound check. Now, if you find my videos useful or informative in any way, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be really helpful. So today, in on my service is this rather beautiful pearl white Ibanez MC924 from 1984, and this one's in very nice condition. I would say B+ for the year. There are very few dings on it really to speak of, and the truss is still operational. Fret life is good, yeah, it's entirely original by the looks of it, although I'm not quite sure about the dials. These dials might not be entirely original. Those could be replacements, but they're genuine Ibanez parts though, that's for sure. So it's playing great. The preamp works and everything. You can have your master tone all the way up, bass and treble all the way up. Let's take the mid to notch and you get, let's tune up a little. This is literally just so that's with the mid at notch. Let's cut the mid completely. Yeah, so it's nice and scooped sounding. You can also use your master tone to affect the tone globally. So I like that for the rear pickup. Like, I don't want it to be so bright. Get the middle wet. Yeah, and the intonation seems to be nice. Setup is pretty low. I've got it to 1.5 millimeters at 12 frets, so that's not a problem. Front pickup, it's just take the treble out of the equation completely. So that's with the tone probably at the wooliest it's going to get. You can add the master tone, of course. Pretty powerful preamp on this, that's for sure, all the way up. Take the treble all the way up. You know, you've got a lot of scope there, so that's the front pickup. So that's all working great, no problem. But there is one problem with this instrument that I want to bring to the attention of the customer. The passive mode is not working. Now, it's probably just it's probably just a fairly simple wiring job. So just let me know if you want me to look into that and get that done. It's probably not going to be costing very much, but this is one of the reasons, folks, why sometimes it's a good idea to hire somebody. That's why I do this service, so that, you know, if you are buying something from Japan, you're just not sure what it's going to be like. You have the choice. You spend 15,000 yen or $115, whatever it is, up front for me to get the instrument in, test it out, show you what it's like, and then you can even just cancel and not bother with the instrument. You won't get your 15,000 yen back, but at least you won't get like an instrument that you didn't want. So yeah, so if that is something that bugs you, you know, let me know. Let me know if you want to have that fixed. It shouldn't cost much, probably about 4,000 or 5,000 yen. Depends if I need to buy a new part for it, and what. Yeah, I'm gonna have to seek out the wiring schematics for it as well, just to see where it's going. I might be able to figure it out from what I know about circuits already, but yeah, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So yeah, the truss rod, with these strings, this is at the maximum. Which is perfect. It plays perfectly well. But and it's nice and low and smooth. I don't really want to go any further than that. It feels a little bit too tight, so I'm just going to give it a little bit more relief. But now I've given it more relief. Of course, the action gets higher. Now it's like at 2 millimeters. So yeah, I mean, it plays perfectly well when the truss rod is fully engaged. In your neck of the woods, it's probably going to be colder and not so humid. So I would imagine you won't need to have the truss tightened. It's going to flatten out naturally in the climate, so it's probably fine. But if you want, I could I could get the neck heat treated, which costs 10,000 yen, and what it will do is it'll just put a little bit more back bow into the neck, so that when you set the truss, you don't have to tighten it up so much. It just means it'll give it a little bit more. You'll be able to get a slightly lower action for a longer period of time. But it might also be the strings being fairly heavy. They might be heavy tension. I think these are actually elixir, so the tension would be medium. They're 45 to 105, I believe, medium tension. So yeah, with lighter strings on it, it will probably react a little bit differently, and having the truss tightened all the way will probably be too tight. But as it is, tightened all the way gives you optimal play, but you don't have any further room on it to go than that. So I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It does play perfectly nicely. But you know, when you get a new bass, or some of the other basses that I work with, like, you know, Divisor made Bacchus or whatever, their truss rods, mind you, this is old. This is like getting on for 40 now. So yeah, it's not unusual for a Japanese instrument, even though they have very rugged necks, to get to this sort of state by 40 years old. Just need to put a little bit more back bow in the neck with heat treatment, and it should be right as rain. But like I said, it's not even really necessary. It's probably not necessary. So it's probably best just to have it shipped to you, see what you think when it reaches you, and then if you want to have it done by a luthier near you, you could do that. There is not a massive amount of room on the bridge to go down on the saddles, just a very small amount. So you really were at the 1.5 millimeters that I had it at earlier is really optimal. Okay, so that's it. So to recap, B plus rank cosmetically. The circuit works fine apart from passive mode is not working. The truss rod is fine. I mean, it plays perfectly well when the truss rod is full up with these medium tension, regular gauge, nickel wound strings on it. But you might want to have a little bit more back bow through heat treatment put into the neck. That is entirely up to you. So just let me know what you want to do about that, or you might just want to cancel altogether and not have this bass, and I will just I'll keep it, repair it, get it ready, and stock it. So the choice is yours. Just let me know. All right, cheers guys, and if you want to use my services, you can follow the link below in the description, or the Hunter service fee comes up in the little Shopify carousel down below as well. All right, thanks a lot as always, and I'll see you again very soon for another Naked Sound review.